Who we got in the building? It's a very late check-in tonight. Very late check-in. Very late check-in. All right, let's see. Let's see something right quick. Let's see. What's good? King Soldier, South Soldier, what up, big dog? What up? Let me make sure I got everybody else in the chat. Give me a second. Oh, man. Carlita, hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hopefully everybody's doing good tonight. Oh, me. I just finished shooting the pod with Unapologetically K. Joe, I just thought about this. Who is it? Sarah? I can't. Is it Sari? I don't know how to pronounce your name. The singer. How you doing? What's up? But Kay is actually in the Raleigh area. Y'all should link up. Y'all are good people. Good people. All right, so let me get all my stuff up. I'm literally not gonna try. I'm not gonna be on here all night. I promise y'all not. I'm not. So give me a second. I'm sorry, everybody that's watching some playback. This is my AMSR. Ain't that what you call it? AMSR. We do. Why do people do that? It's so stupid. Is that like a fetish? Is that like a fetish? It got to be like a fetish. But anyway, this is what tonight is gonna be. I'm gonna let y'all know. So if y'all got any questions, please go ahead and put it in the chat. Let me make sure Facebook is already up. What up, Big Tom? What up, Saint 100? What up, Saint? I ain't seen you in a minute, bro. How you been? Let me make sure Facebook is up, y'all. Give me 1 second. But hopefully everybody's day has been great. My weekend has been a struggle. I have been struggling all weekend, Lord. My phone went out, and I did not realize how much we depend on phones. I don't like it. So I'm pretty technologically advanced. I have almost everything that you could possibly need as far as tech goes in my house. And when I have to leave the house and didn't have a phone, that's when ish hit the fan. But anyway, what I'm gonna do tonight is I'm gonna cover monetization brain. yo, yo, Della Soul, it is a lot, bro. It's a lot. But anyway, I'm gonna cover day 17 and 18 for everybody that may have been looking for me yesterday. My apologies. Life has been lifing. Like I said, my phone went out when I tried to go live Saturday, and I've had multiple emails and text messages every day back to back. So if y'all are sending me any text messages or emails, I will be responding. I can finally catch up because I got a new phone today. So I can finally catch up on y'all stuff. If y'all sent me plans or y'all want me to go over any other thing, and I didn't have time to get it over the weekend, I will get it. All right. So what we're gonna do tonight, and everybody that's watching this on playback, I am gonna cover day 17 and 18 tonight. So when 19 comes up tomorrow, we can all be on track. All right. So I'm gonna try to make it quick. Try to make it as quick as possible. I'm gonna do a quick recap. Do a quick recap for all of the people that's the first time people here. So what I'm doing, and I'm gonna share my screen so y'all can see it. Everybody on TikTok, y'all won't be able to see this. Y'all won't be able to see it. But if you want to follow me on YouTube, it's the Mad Lucrative Network. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it is the same here, Magneto7. But what we started doing first of the month was something called the 30 for 30 social media challenge. That's what we started doing the first of the month, the 30 for 30 social media challenge. What this social media challenge was is me coaching y'all for free. I'm coaching all of my musicians, all of my business owners, anybody that has been on a struggle bus and y'all been trying to figure out how to actually monetize your brands and how to build something big. I know a lot of y'all can't afford it. So I said, I'm going to just give it to y'all for free. The whole month of March, I'm going to give it to y'all for free, especially since it's Women's Month. So some of the women is going to get this joint for free. But anyway, it's a social media challenge. What it is, on a very bare minimum, and what I might do is I might start with that tonight, because tonight is going to be all about pitching and playlists and branding and pricing your services and doing it confidently. So what I might do is I'm gonna probably start with the actual 30 for 30, what it means, right? This is what the premise of it was. I want you posting every day for 30 days, and I also want you reaching out to 30 people a day. Posting every day for 30 days and reaching out to 30 people a day in the form of emails, in the form of DMs. If you have a text message thread, which we hadn't got there yet, but I will be covering that at some point, where you start creating community around your products and your brands and your services. That's what all of this is. The way to do it, and everybody that actually bought the PDF, if you want to, the PDF is in my profile. The PDF is in my profile, but if you want to buy it, it's there. But I'm gonna still cover it for everybody that don't have it. All right. So this is the scorecard. I have something that I created called the scorecard system, and this is. I'm sorry, my screen disappeared. All right, so I think everybody on IG, everybody on YouTube, everybody on Twitch, everybody on Facebook, y'all can see this PDF now. All right, so the scorecard system is what you look at when you are sending out your DMs. When you're trying to get your leads built up and you're trying to get some people to buy or support what you got going on, you use the scorecard system. All right, on the scorecard system, and I'm only saying this because I know everybody on TikTok can't see what's going on, so I'm just sharing it with y'all. The scorecard system, what I want you doing is you write down how many messages you actually sent. How many messages did you actually send? Remember, I want you sending 30 per day. I want you sending 30 per day, but everybody is, that might not be something you could do. You may have hit 15 per day. You may have did 11 a day. Wherever your start is, whatever your start is, I want you writing that down. Because the hope is that this is what I hope, what I'm hoping for. Even if you start hitting 30 people per day, all right, cool. You may graduate from 30 to 40 people a day. And you might graduate from 40 people to 50 a day. And all of these are people that you want to try to reach out to help build your brand. That's all I want you doing. But anyway, the first part of the scorecard system is write down all of the messages that you sent. How many messages did you send back? How many people actually responded? All of these are different points on the scorecard. How many people actually responded to the messages? You know, y'all can see when people open the message, how many people opened the message, right? How many people agreed to the offer? Remember, on day 7 and day 8, I told y'all I want y'all offering people free stuff. I don't want y'all trying to sell nothing to nobody. Try to give them something for free. What I'm giving y'all for free right now is the 30 for 30. I'm coaching you for free, literally for free. That's why I be like, please share this joint. Because this is something, once I finish it, it's going to be on YouTube for mass consumption. But for all of the people that's in the chat, I'm giving you the opportunity to go ahead and ask any questions that you want to ask. This is a $1,500 service that I'm giving y'all for free. All right. So anyway, also, how many people agreed to your offer? I said that one already. Do you have a tally at the end of every workday? What's the tally? And for me, I'll let y'all know, and I got more points to make too, cause we got to get to how many followers did you gain? What was the daily average per view? So if you post a video, case in point, if you post a video on a Monday, and that video hits, let's say 500 views, and you get 13 likes, and you get 5 comments, I would write that down on the board. All right, I post this first video on Monday. It got 500 views, it got 13 likes, and it got 5 comments. What we want to do now is we take a mental note, or not just a mental note, like an actual note. We take a note of how many responses we're getting, and now we're going to try to figure out how we can work the content, and we can rework it to make better content. How can we do it better, right? I know one of the first things I would always look at is the audio. I know most people don't want to take time to listen to nothing if the audio is bad. Okay, cool. How can we fix that? Right? Is it more microphones? Is it a better streaming service? Is it you got to get better Wi-Fi in your house? Because if you got bad Wi-Fi and it's clippy, now you might have some drags where your Wi-Fi is dropping out. So taking note of all of the stuff that you need to do to make a better product, that's one of the things we want to do on the scorecard system. Also, how many followers did you gain? I don't know if y'all actually paid attention to this stuff, but if you look at your followers, I know TikTok does a really good job of showing you all of the information that you need. So let's say let's say your average is 100%. We can start with 100%. Your average is 100% if you gain 50 followers and all 50 followers stayed there for the whole month. You didn't lose none. You gained 50 followers. Your retention rate was really good. That also means that those people came to follow you for the specific type of content they found you doing. They liked the content that you were making, so they decided to follow you based off of that content that you make. Now, this is the thing. A lot of people try to switch up too quick. A lot of people try to, what up, oh man, Raw, what up, what up, what up? A lot of people try to switch up too quick when it comes to the content. You have to look at what works. For me, I've told plenty of people I get a little bit irritating. I get a little bit irritating posting the beat videos, right? And only because I have so much other so many. How can I say it? Uh, I got way more other things that I could offer to people that's of high value, right? So therefore, I feel like the beat is like at the bottom of the whole totem pole, but it is an attention getter. It gets people. It gets people the opportunity to not only see what you do, but they say, okay, I like that. And then if they scroll up your page, hopefully you've been posting every day for 30 days. Hopefully you're posting every day for 30 days. They followed you, they like the stuff that you post, and now you start to build a rapport with them, right? They like to do the thing. Casey, I may have gained one a month. We need to get that number up. We need to get that number way up. But anyway, back to the post. How many followers did you gain and how was your retention? Did you keep the followers that you gained? Or did you gain 50 followers and 45 of them left? That means you only kept 5%. You only got, see what I'm saying? But do the numbers, do the math. Also, what is your new average per day? The hope is that you started with the 500. I'm going to keep using that example because I think it's a good example. You got the first post on that Monday. You got 500 views. You get 13 comments. No, 13 likes and 5 comments. All right. Post the same type of video the next day. And now when you post the same type of video the next day, put a different call to action. Yo, let me know what's the nastiest part of this video. Or what sticks out? What was in the back of the video when you looked at it the second time? What that's going to do is encourage people to stay on the page longer because they're going to be looking for what you said in your paragraph or what you said in the caption. You got to find what's going to work. So now, if you notice that everybody responded to your post because you had a call to action, what was the main thing that stuck out in this video? They're going to respond. All right, now your job is to go back and respond to them. What the social media platforms are going to do is notice that as some type of interaction. They're going to say, okay, you got some interaction going on. Let's push this post to some more people. Let's push this post to some more people. And that's how it works, honestly. So anyway, still on the scorecard system. How many sales, how many bookings, how many leads did you generate for the week? Now notice, hey Amanda, what's up? Notice if you did not generate any leads or any sales for that week, you might have to change your call to action. You might have to optimize how the process is between you offering the thing to the people and them actually going to your website. Because this is what I've noticed. The easier you can make a transaction, the faster and the more likely the person is going to be to buy the stuff from you, whatever you're selling. But you got to make the transaction a little bit easier, as easy as possible. I don't like to buy things online if it takes over 3 steps. If it takes over 3 steps, I'm probably not going to buy it, right? So I'll give you the 3 steps. First step might be the cold call or the cold introduction. The cold introduction might be, you know how people run an Instagram ad or they'll run a TikTok ad and say, hey, I got this new cup right here. It's a self-drying cup. If you buy this self-drying cup, you can keep something cold in it all day. And it'll never drip. But this cup is dripping. It's not a self-drying cup. But you say, all right, this cup is a self-drying cup. And all you got to do is click on the link below. All right, that's the first step. If I click on that link below and it sends me to the website, now you only got 2 more steps to get me to buy it. You only got 2 more steps to get me to buy it. Meaning, All right, I clicked on it. That was the first step. Second step is I should be able to pick between small, medium, or large. Or if it's one size, I should have that one size to pick from. That's two steps. I done clicked on it. That's two steps. That last step need to be me checking out. That last step need to be me checking out. But what I've noticed is a lot of people that's in the content space that's trying to get over into e-commerce. You have all of these steps for people to go through to get to the point of checking out. That's when all of your conversion rates start to drop. That's when people start to not buy the stuff, right? So that's one thing I'll do. I challenge y'all to figure out a way to optimize your checkout process. Please figure out a way to optimize your checkout process. Again, if y'all need me to coach you directly, shoot me an email. Shoot me an email to the link that's in my bio. All right. Secondly, or no, not we on the last one. Did you network with any of your industry peers to grow whatever the product or service is that you're selling? Did you network with any of your industry peers to grow whatever the product or service that you're selling? Meaning, if you are a producer, remember I told you I don't like for creative people to hang with creative people. I don't like it. I think it's an oxymoron. I feel like creative people need to hang with business people, and business people need to hang with creative people. It's a perfect blend because everybody has something to teach everybody, right? And everybody has the opportunity for their value to stick out. Everybody has the value. It's not going to be difficult for me to. It's not going to be difficult, and I'm gonna read that in a minute, Dale. So I'm gonna read that in a minute. But it's not difficult for a creative person to stick out in a room full of business owners. That's what I mean. If you're in a room full of business owners and this person over here has a bakery, I love bakeries. I'm gonna probably open me a bakery at some point. But this person over here has a bakery. This person over here has a computer fixing company where they fix computers and laptops or whatever. And this person over here has a gas station. The musician in the middle of all of those industries is gonna stick out every time. That's my point. The musician is always going to stick out amongst that group of people. Now, all of those groups of people have something new that you could teach that musician, which would be, all right, so if we're looking at who's the first person I said? I can't remember who the first person I said. Well, maybe it was the bakery. Who's the first person I said? I don't remember. Let's say the gas station owner, all right? That gas station owner can teach that musician everything they need to know about logistics and everything they need to know about planning and making sure that shipments come in at a certain time and knowing how to schedule around busy times. Like that gas station owner knows I can't have this 18 wheeler in here dropping off gas in the middle of 5 o'clock traffic. First off, I'm gonna get my gas late because you're gonna be stuck in traffic. Secondly, I'm gonna have a gas station full of cars that's trying to get their gas to get back home for their commute. Thirdly, I'm not gonna have time to tend to the guy that's dropping off the gas and actually sign off on paperwork. So now, me, the gas station owner, says, okay, well, look, if I need to get gas delivered, I need to have the gas delivered right around 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, when ain't hardly nobody here. And now they can be focused on logistics and how that looks. Every musician needs to have some type of process. Same thing with the bakery owner. Whoever owns the bakery and you are a person to say, all right, we got to cook. I seen Ray's Donuts up the street do maybe, I'm going to say 300 donuts that morning. They'll do 300 donuts in the morning. Well, guess what? The store opens up at 6:30 in the morning. They couldn't start cooking the donuts at 6:30 in the morning. And that's what I feel like a lot of creative people do. We try to get in the bag of I'm going to prepare, but you're preparing in the middle of the thing being now is due. The thing is due. And that's why that's why I have this type of platform. That's why I do what I do. But anyway, how are you growing amongst your peers? How are you growing amongst your peers, your industry peers? And then lastly, and this is all just a part of the scorecard. That's why I was telling people, please download the scorecard. Download the whole 30 for 30 PDF in my bio because I have so many tools in there just for you to use. I've just been giving y'all the points per day. I haven't even really had time to give y'all all of the extra stuff that's in the PDF. All right. So anyway, lastly, if you do have any sales, what was your customers or clients' responses? What was the response to the thing that you offered them? If they bought it, were they pleased with it? Were they happy with the process, with the checkout process? Were they happy with your delivery? If you are a person that's, let's say you're delivering flower bouquets or balloon arrangements, right, for big parties. How was the interaction between the people that work with you and the person that bought the product? Were they pleased with the whole exchange? If they weren't, that's something that you have to work on because this is what we want to do. Remember, I want to make sure that you are building a strong, credible business. I don't really care for you to do this whole, I'm going to go viral and all this stuff. All right, that's cool. But a viral moment is a moment. I'm trying to get you paid for life. I want you building a strong, healthy business. That's what this is all about. All right, so now I can go to the day, what is this? Day 17. Day 17. Pretty specific to my creatives, pretty specific to my singers, musicians, whatever. But I'm going to cover day 17 and day 18 tonight. 17 and 18 tonight. To give y'all a rundown, I think Amanda's here. Ashley, what's up? I'm going to give y'all a quick rundown. Day 1, and y'all can go watch all of these videos. All of the videos per check-in is on YouTube right now. It is on the Mad Lucrative Network. Mad Lucrative Network on YouTube. So day 1 check-in was defining your unique brand. What makes you stand out? Day 2, creating a strong story or bio. Day 3 was brand and aesthetics, colors, fonts, vibe. What are you bringing? Day 4, crafting a social media strategy. What performs? What pieces of content performs on which type of platforms? Like what works best for you? Day 5, optimizing your social media, TikTok, website brands. Day 6, making a professional EPK. I show everybody how to make an EPK. I literally show you how to make an EPK. Go watch the videos all on YouTube right now for you. Day 7, content creation and planning. How often to post, when to post, what to post. I went through all of that. Day 7. Day 8, who is your ideal fan base? Who is your target audience? Who is your client? I gave you the sauce on how to build it, how to find it. Day 9, organic growth and how to attract more fans and industry contacts. And I just kind of ran down what that meant. Not industry contacts, but just people that will best fit your industry. I would never try to get musicians to be friends with musicians. I'm sorry. I think that is the most. So, well, no, I changed that. If you are on the beginning of your musical journey, cool. Go be friends with other musicians. But if you've been doing this for a while and you're broke and you don't really have any strategy behind how you maneuver, go be friends with the business owner. They're going to tell you a lot of the stuff that you probably need to hear. They're not going to say nothing about how good your song sounds. They're not gonna say how pretty the outfit is. They don't care. They're gonna say how much money did you make from that? You made okay. You did that album okay. How much did they pay for streams? And again, all of these are come to Jesus moments that you have to have with yourself. But sometimes a few of us might need the push. We might need to push. But anyway, where we at? Day 10, email lists and fan base growth strategies. Day 11. Creating lead magnets, giving out freebies. I gave y'all all the sauce on how to create freebies too. Chicken on a stick. If y'all know what it is, go watch day 11. It's on YouTube. Day 12, networking one-on-one. I love that one. Day 13, collaborations and partnerships, expanding your reach. Day 14, social proof and how to use that and leverage that and testimonials to build more brand and to build like credibility. And then day 15, the power of DMs. Oh, y'all got to go watch that one. Power of the DMs, how to build real connections. Day 16, engagement and conversions for followers. And day 17 is where we are today. Lord Jesus. We are almost there. We are almost there. Day 17, and I'm covering 17 and 18 today. So 17 and 18. 17 is how to pitch your product to like venues, playlists, brands, anybody that you might need to grow whatever you're selling. And then day 18 is pricing your art and your services with confidence. That's honestly, I can put those two together because it's not that deep, but it is. I am gonna go through everything. I'm gonna go through everything. Taza, what's up? Listen, everybody that's in my lucrative community, my apologies. I just got my phone back today. My phone blacked out Saturday, so I just got it back today. So I will be. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to text y'all. We just finished doing lucrative love, so y'all know how I am. I'm like this. I got to get it done, getting everything done. So anyway, today we're talking about pitching to venues and playlists and brands. Um, Before I give y'all all of my points, I would like to say everything that y'all do, try to do it from a genuine place. That's what I have to lead with. Do it from a genuine place. If you are a person that's just out here trying to get in where you fit in, and I'm gonna sell anybody. I'm gonna sell. I don't care what the quality is, as long as I make my dollar. If you are gonna come off like that, stay at home. Nobody wants to do business with a person that's like that, right? So I got to start with that. But first, oh yeah, I almost forgot. Everybody that asked for my Chat GPT prompts, because I did get a few of y'all that bought the 30 for 30 challenge. Everybody that asked for the Chat GPT prompts, look for them. Let's say Friday. Look for all of the prompts from each day Friday, and I can have that uploaded for y'all and kind of modify it. But anyway, um, first thing that we want to look at when we're pitching to venues and when we're looking to pitch for partnerships, the first thing we want to do is make sure we create a one pager. A one pager. A one page might look like a deck sheet. What that is going to consist of is, in my case, because I'm working on a few other things right now. In my case, it would be my lucrative music festival, the stage play that we're doing for Mother's Day weekend, and some of the performances that I'm going to be looking to have throughout the year because I'm looking to do something every quarter for independent artists. So my one sheet or the one pager when it comes to pitching would consist of those things, right? Because I'm going to be pitching to brands like Coca-Cola or Shure. Well, I won't do Shure microphones. We already got a microphone company that's doing stuff for us. I might pitch to Procter and Gamble. I might pitch to Apple Music. I might pitch to Netflix. And I'm saying pitch to them in the form of them sponsoring an event, not me trying to get a placement. It's two different things. Again, I repeat, I'm not pitching to them to try to get a placement. I want the sponsorship. I want their ad dollars. I want their logo on my stuff, right? Whether that's me doing the event or whether that's the stage play. We just locked in on a really really big sponsor today that I'm excited about. Can't wait to actually tell y'all about it. But we got a really big sponsor that we locked in on today, and all of that comes from the 30 for 30. Doing the work, sending stuff out to people and showing. But this is the thing, as I said before, if people go back and look at your page, if they go back and look at your page and you ain't posted in the last 3 or 4 weeks, why do you think they would want to spend some money with you? And I'll give y'all a hint. My cheapest tier for any of my events is $2,500. That's the cheapest. Because this is the thing. I want to make sure I weed out. I don't want cheap brands to be associated with certain things that I have going on. One, the outside perception of the event will look cheap. If I had who's something cheap? Let's see. Dollar Tree. I use Dollar Tree, which I would love a Dollar Tree sponsor, but I'm just use for example purposes. If I had Dollar Tree on all of my logos and all of my marketing material for each event, people might look at that as a cheap event. You might say, it might be a little poverty-ish over there. But if I have Publix, see what I'm saying? If I have Publix or if I have Walmart, or if I have Target as a sponsor for an event. Now the perception of the event is, oh, that might be something I might need to be there. But if it goes back to brand alignment, if I'm not trying to pitch to super broke people, why would you try to go for the cheapest brands possible? Back in the day when I first was starting to do stuff, I probably would have gone for it. But again, now when you think about a festival, my cheapest ticket might be $25. That might be the cheapest ticket. For the musical or the stage play, the cheapest ticket might be $40. Guess what? The people that can afford a $25 ticket or a $40 ticket are not going to be the same people that's struggling to go to Dollar Tree and get a few things, or to get their essential things because they can't afford to do other things. I'm just saying, brand alignment. You got to know who you're pitching to, who is the audience, who is the demo, what are you offering, right? I don't know too many hood people that get excited to go see a stage play. Call a thing a thing. I don't know too many. I don't know too many hood people that don't want to go to an event if they ain't got a headliner, i.e. Beyonce, Sexy Red, Lil Uzi Vert. It's very few hood people that want to go to an event like that. But if I have an event and I got a whole lot of independent artists and they got a whole lot of resources in real estate and they're going to have a panel discussion for this and you got podcasts, now it's a certain group of people that'll jump at that every time. I have to market to those people. I don't just market. And this is a word to the wise, y'all. Word to the wise. Don't feel like everything that you do is for everybody. Don't feel like everything that you do is for everybody. Some people just won't get with your campaign. Some people just don't. They won't get it. Right? And it's not your job to make them get it. I think that's something that the music business and different industries have tried to make us do. Is like, I gotta sell you this. No. People buy the things that they connect with. Whatever they connect, they buy it when they connect with it. So don't make them do nothing. All you can do is offer it to people. All right. Part two of pitching. Part two of pitching to venues and events and performances. We want to make sure that we create templates. We want to make sure we create templates for everything. I don't know who all needs this, but this is how a template could be made. And we got one for emails. We got one for actual pitch deck. We got one for sponsorships. We got one for partnerships. Have a different template for everything, which means I'm gonna use one example. Lucrative Music Festival. All right. So for the Lucrative Music Festival, I want sponsors and I want partners. I want sponsors and I want partners. They are not the same thing. They're not the same thing. When it comes to sponsorships, a lot of the times they just want to make sure that once I pay you this dollar amount, anything that goes along with your service or your whatever you're offering, my product is going to be with that. Right? I'm sponsoring your event, which means they're not necessarily looking for a payoff immediately based off of what they gave you. So again, my cheapest sponsorship is $2,500 for any event that I have going on. All right, so if you pay $2,500, that is your bronze package. You'll get the step and repeat. Y'all know how you take pictures in front of the red carpet, and they have like logos and all that kind of stuff. All right, that $2,500 to get you on that step and repeat, and it'll get you 2 VIP tickets for the actual event, and it might get you something else. I just offer something else, right, for the $2,500. But then I have another tier that might be 35 to $4,000. The 35 to $4,000, they'll get the step and repeat, and it's the same thing that the bronze gets, but they might get a podcast interview. I give them a podcast interview, and then I might do a week or a month worth of marketing for their business. But every tier has to have something else. Well, guess what? I know all of this in my brain, and I know how to communicate it, but I had to make sure I could communicate that on the sheet. How you communicate on the sheet is you have a letterhead, you have a template. In the email, you would put it in the body, or the subject line might be like, let me bring some music. Let me bring music to your venue if I was pitching to a venue. let me bring some lucrative music to your venue. And they're gonna open it and they might say, oh, I don't know. And then when they get to the body of the subject, then they'll see, well, Grammy Award winning producer, which is me, Grammy Award winning producer Magneto 7 is now bringing artists to your city, and this would be great for community involvement, right? And I communicate all of this stuff, and then at the end of that email, I'm gonna have some type of call to action. If you would like to discuss more, make sure you call me at this number or send me an email back and let me know what you're interested in, right? But what's been happening, and some of y'all that sent y'all's DMs and how y'all have not been converting, y'all are not giving people call to actions. Y'all are just sending them emails and saying, listen to my music. No, that's not gonna work. That's why I keep telling y'all that this is not gonna work. Listen to my music is dead. I repeat, listen to my music is dead. Link in bio is dead. Link in bio is dead. How we do now, what we do now for call to actions is we say comment lucrative music if you want more information. It's more personable, but this is also a better way to create not only a stronger relationship with your followers, but it's also a better way to convert all of your sales. Because now, if they responded with that specific thing, while everybody else on your wall is shooting fire signs, everybody else on your wall is shooting fire signs that, bro, that's crazy, bro. And this 1 to 5 people that says lucrative music. Okay, that's my call to action. All right, let me email them. Let me send them a DM. Let me do whatever I need to do as a follow up. That's how you convert. That's how you convert. That's the difference. And this works for everything, y'all. I just want to let y'all know it's not just for selling a product. We're talking about pushing podcasts in my case. Pushing podcasts, sending 30 people the podcast per day and saying, hey, make sure you respond to whatever. Let me know what you think about this, right? These are ways that a lot of the PR companies are going to work your stuff, but they're going to charge you for it. This is how they do it. But what I'm doing is just trying to show you your own way so you can kind of control it. And when you get to the point where you can pay somebody for it, now you know how much work actually goes into the thing that they're trying to charge you for. You know exactly how much work goes into the thing that they're trying to charge you for, right? All right. Lastly, on the pitch side, pitching to venues for performances and partnerships. Make sure you leverage your network. Make sure you leverage your network. You got to make sure that you stay out at the local events. You want to make sure you stay cool with the club owners. Whoever's coordinating some of the events, you want to be with them. You want to be on their LinkedIns. You want to be on your Instagrams. You want to make sure that you can find if they have any mutual connections. Look at everything, y'all. We have to look at everything. Case in point, I have been looking at maybe trying to get Shannon Sharp on something, whether it's a panel discussion, podcast interview, something. I want Shannon Sharp on something. I'm going to work on getting it. But guess what? I'm not going to try to go through Shannon Sharp to get Shannon Sharp. That's not the way this stuff works. I'm looking at, okay, who follows him that follows me that could put us together and at least start a conversation? And I'm looking. And I found about 3 people that follow him and that follow me. And I'm like, oh. I reached out to all 3 of them. And one of them was like, yo, that might not be that hard of a reach. Let me see what I could do. And guess what? Most people would just sit down and say, well, it ain't meant for me. I don't see how that can happen. A lot of y'all give up way too easy. Y'all give up way too easy. You got to get some type of stamina behind you to get this stuff done. Secondly, we want to talk about pitching to playlists. Now, I'm saying this with the grain of salt. I'm because I'm not a big advocate of Spotify or Apple Music or any of these. I'm not a Spotify or even DJ pools. I'm not a advocate of none of it. Reason being, I've always felt like if you're going to pay money for some of these Spotify playlists and the DJ offers with the playlist. A lot of that times when you do that, guess what? You at the mercy of them. If they choose to not post your stuff on their site and you paid them $300, guess what? You out of $300. If you pay to be on the Spotify playlist and you're gonna get like that's what I think we talked about that earlier last year, how the bots, the bots that the DJs were using to get people's music on Spotify was getting their music banned. I was like, yo, that's why it's easier just to work your own stuff. Work your own music on your own platforms. Every literally right now, current day, every platform has the ability for you to spend money with them. You can run an ad on TikTok. You can run an ad on YouTube. You can run ads on Meta. You can run your own ads on all of this stuff. So why would you want to use some of the playlist stuff? It's inflating the numbers. That's what it really is doing. But anyway, for the people that want to still do it, even though I'm against it, for the people that still want to do it, I would say make sure you find all the curators. Use hashtags. Use like you use Spotify playlist is a hashtag. Playlist curator is another hashtag. Um, Trying to think of it. I think those are the only ones I can think of right now. And then after you do those hashtags, now you can start looking for the DJs that's in those spaces. Once you look for the DJs that's in those spaces, send them folk DMs. But remember what I said first. I think that was day 8. Do not send nobody no DM trying to get stuff from them. Do not send them no DM trying to get stuff from them. The best way to try to get on somebody's playlist is ask them how much they charge to get on their playlist. That's the best way to do it. How much do you charge? I saw you got a playlist on Spotify. I need to be on that. How much you charge to be on the playlist? And they're going to give you a number. And if that number is outside of your reach, go get hot. Start posting more every day. Post. Just post. Get better at your posts. Get better at your call to actions. Get better at interacting with your fan base and your followers. Get better at doing a lot of stuff. Right? Lastly, you want to make sure that you try to personalize all of your reach outs. Try to personalize it. I've seen a few people that's doing the 30 for 30. You're doing copy and paste. That could work depending on the industry that you're in and depending on what your offer is. I think I saw, what's a dude named Travis? I think Travis. Travis, I saw your stuff. You have to make sure Travis is doing like food reviews. So what you have to do is put the restaurant's name in all of your call to actions. What you've been doing is copying and pasting all of the messages back to back, 30 for 30, 30 for 30, right? All right, cool, I got it. But you have to think about it from the other person's standpoint. If I'm somebody that's in charge of blowing up this restaurant from this, like I just want all these people there. I want everybody eating there. This needs to be the dopest restaurant in the city. If you're that person, you're not gonna want to respond to somebody that's just sending you a spammy DM. You're not gonna respond. All right, so think about it like that. Personalize all of your DMs. And when they reach back out to you, make sure you reach back out to them immediately. Track what's working. I can't say that too many times. Also, make sure the pitch is short. Nobody is going to take an hour to read through your DM to try to figure out what you mean. Nobody's doing that. Make sure the pitch is short. Make sure it's engaging. One of the easiest ways I can tell you to create an engaging pitch is use comedy. Use something outside of what you're about to ask them for. So if you got a new EP, we'll use that. If you're an artist and you got a new EP that you're about to drop, right? Reach out to the DJ if you want to be on the playlist. Reach out to the DJ and say something about what they posted. I think we talked about this day 9 or day 10. Say something about what they posted and say, man, that was pretty cool how you did that. I would like for you to check my music out, but how much do you charge for that? One thing that I don't think y'all understand is how many people never ask how much we charge. A lot of people just assume that it's free. A lot of people don't ask how much we charge. So that's something that's going to set you apart anyway. Also, when it comes to submitting to the actual playlist on the platforms, use official submission forms. Don't go through a third party person. When you go through a third party person, your money is up in the air. You are depending on them to do what you could do by yourself. All you gotta do is just find out who to pay, what to pay. You could use something like Submit Hub. Submit Hub. Pay per view is it's like a pay per view playlist. So if we had like a Tyson fight, if they have music in between there, your music might be on that playlist, right? Pay per view. Um, what else we got? Sound plates and playlist push. I think sound plates and playlist push is another distribution service that'll get you on playlists. It's a distribution service that'll get you on playlists. So this is a step after. This is the step that you could take after you get to um, DistroKid and all that stuff. This is after that. It's always something to pay for. All right. And the last thing, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to day 18. So I'm gonna have to just double up another day. But something else that you can look at is when we're starting to talk about pitching to brands for sponsorships or collaborations. Make sure that you again use templates, use pitch decks. Do not reach out to these people and say, "Yo, I would love to do something for you." So hood. Yo, what's good? I saw that y'all sell bottled water. I be drinking water. Let's do something. They'll be like, if you don't get off my phone, no, use official templates. Use the numbers to back what you're trying to get them to do. This is why everything in this 30 for 30 social media challenge is important. That's why all of it is important. Without you posting, I can't say it too many times. Without you posting every day for 30 days, you don't have a track record of posting when you reach out to the people for brands. When you reach out to the people, they might ask you about your engagement. When you reach out to the people, they might ask you about something called deliverables. What is the deliverable? What a deliverable is when it comes to sponsorships and collaborations is, okay, once I pay you this, are you going to give me a shout out? Once I pay you this, are we branding a specific event with my stuff? Or once I pay you, are you going to do like a piece of content and you're going to put my product in the back of the screen so people can see it when you post your video? What is the deliverable for what I'm about to pay you? Deliverables. That's something to commit to memory. Also, when it comes to the partnerships and the sponsors, you as the business owner or you as the creator have to make sure that you can leverage again testimonials, leverage footage. Y'all think it's ironic that every time an event happens, B-roll footage it starts to circulate? None of this is ironic, and it's for everything. It's watch. What I want y'all to do is now start looking at TV a little bit different. When y'all are driving on the road, y'all see a billboard. Look at everything from a marketing standpoint. Look at it from a marketing standpoint. Whenever we saw the Super Bowl, before the Super Bowl, what do we see? All of these ads that was leading up to the Super Bowl. Oh yeah, we got Kendrick Lamar. Got Kendrick Lamar doing the video, the football throw, and then you got this little cryptic message, and then you got all of this stuff, and then you say, "Oh well, this can't be the Kendrick playlist. I know he ain't gonna perform this." All of this is marketing. All of this gets the crowds engaged with what's about to go down. They could have leaked 30 different playlists for Kendrick for the Super Bowl. It don't even matter. The playlist is not what matters. What matters is I'm going to make sure I get everything in front of as many people as possible so we can sell out this joint. Now, to keep all of us engaged and to keep everybody dialed into, yo, I got to see what they're going to do next year for the Super Bowl. Notice, this is decades worth of knowledge. It's just there. They say, okay, well, look, after the Super Bowl is over, we got to make sure we get the MVP trophy. We got to make sure we get everybody. We got to get the camp. We got to get them the hats. We got to make sure we got the hats. Everybody was talking about how much money was wasted because they have to print double hats. They have to print double hats because they don't know who's going to win the game. Well, guess what? The hats is probably the cheapest of the whole situation. The hats is not what matters. What matters is I'm going to show y'all who won. I'm gonna make sure we put that joint on camera. We're gonna make sure we get some good clips. We're gonna make sure we find the most energetic player. We're gonna make sure that we talk to the quarterback because everybody want to talk to the quarterback. And once we get all of this footage from the night of the Super Bowl, now we got to circulate all of this footage to all of the platforms. Now all those platforms are going to circulate that footage to social media. And all the social media platforms is now going to say, okay, well this happened, and everybody monetizes off of the same thing. But what I want to challenge y'all to do is move like that. Move like that when it comes to your entrepreneurship. Move like that when it comes to your music. Move like that when it comes to everything that you're trying to accomplish. You should not be out here winging a marketing strategy and trying to build a brand. You should not be trying to wing a marketing strategy. I'm literally giving y'all all of the plays for 30 days. Now, if y'all want me to coach you past that, it's going to cost. But I'm literally giving y'all all the plays for 30 days. All right? Move like that. You have to be intentional about the stuff that you're offering to people. You got to be intentional. Lastly, we want to make sure that we research, research, and target the right brands. Research and target the right brands. I've told y'all plenty of times how it's funny too. Something was funny. My daughter saw a vape pen. It was a vape pen that some company sent me, and I don't smoke. I don't smoke. I don't do nothing. I drink wine, occasionally. But a company sent me a vape pen because they wanted me to market it on my podcast. Well, I told them, I was like, well, I don't think that don't really align with my brand, but you could send it. Say, well, yeah, we send it. Just let me know what you think. Just let me know what you think. And I was just like, there's so many brands that's just hungry to be in front of somebody that you're not even looking at what makes sense with your brand. Why? It's just weird. It's weird. So anyway, that pen was sent to me. The vape pen was sent to me back in 2022, right around the time where I was first starting the podcast. I thank God that I did not do an ad for that pen because it don't align with my brand. And I was gonna try to make it align. I say I might have somebody that's following me that need to vape, so I can market it then. But I don't stand for that. So why would I put that in any of my content? But what I do stand for is good microphones. I got some more stuff that's coming into the studio where brands are sponsoring certain podcasts, and I'm gonna have to just create more content with their stuff. But it makes sense because it's all in alignment with what I got going on. I'm not stretching to do stuff that I don't know nothing about. So make sure you target the right brands. Make sure it aligns with what you got going on. Make sure that you can bring some type of value to what they got going on. Producers, I'm going to always try to push y'all to go towards the tech companies. I'm going to always try to push you to go towards the audio gear and software companies. Like it just works. It works. All of my athletes. Can you guess what I always try to pitch for the athletes? Can you guess what I want my athletes to do? I want them all on the energy drinks. I want them on the Under Armour. I want them, if they got enough leverage with their social media and they got enough leverage with their fan base, I want them to get into apparel. It works. The easiest way to brand something is to use that brand in the way that you already use certain things. Case in point. I've already been doing music reviews. I've already been making beats live on socials. It makes sense for me to have a microphone company to sponsor beat making sessions or music reviews. It makes sense because guess what? I got a group full of musicians that's gonna be at my live every time. Got to do what makes sense. Also, when it comes to my Let's see where we at. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? When it comes to pitching coaching services, and I like to add my counselors and everybody that's in that mental health space. Let's make sure we target the right audience. I'm gonna say you probably want to target entrepreneurs, and you probably want to target all of the people that's been too busy to do anything for themselves. The people that's been way too busy and they don't have no time for them, that's your crowd. As a therapist, y'all should not be trying to go towards man. I would say pastors, but they kind of it's y'all know. Don't go towards the people that just don't make sense, right? Last thing, when it comes to cold emailing, you could use, and I'm trying to give y'all like little nuggets that you could use throughout your month. So you could put in the subject like let's create something dope together, and then hyphenated partnership opportunity. Or you could put um, based off of what you posted last, I think we could do something great together. End with together in some type of way, right? But if you posted that one, I think after what you posted last, I think we might be able to make something. They're gonna open it up because they're gonna say, "Oh, you saw my stuff. Okay, cool, cool. What you got?" That's gonna get the doors open. Once you get that door open in the body of the email, show them how they can win with what you are providing with value. Whatever you're providing of value, show them how they can win, and then give them a call to action. Call to action could be um, read this over. If you like what you hear, shoot me a call, shoot me a text message. Put every piece of however they need to contact you, put that in the email, please. And then make sure that we have a one pager. We don't want, I can't say that. We don't want stuff to seem drawn out. That's what I'll say. We don't want anything to seem drawn out. We want to make sure that everything's intentional when we do anything. We want to make sure everything is intentional. So get up on top of your templates. If you don't have a template, download the 30 for 30. I'll have a template for you. But make sure you have a template, and make sure you're intentional about sending it to people. And also, lastly, remember I said something about personalizing emails. If you're a person and you're trying to get some type of partnerships, or you're trying to get some type of brands, insert that brand's name into your pitch. Don't just give people a blanketed pitch and say, yeah, let's say this is Budweiser. And then I got this right here, it's Coca-Cola. They'll say, I want to do something with your drink company. Then I'm like, okay. Be personal. Okay, this is Coca-Cola. I want to do something with your Coke products. This right here, I want to do something with your. See what I'm saying? Be personal. All right, let me see if I got any questions before I get off. Anybody got any questions before I jump off? Lansky, what up? What up? What up? Neighbor, what up? Cello Black Pearl, what up? All right, I don't see any questions. I'm about to jump off. I'm gonna jump off. And again, if y'all need to watch this on playback, go to the Mad Lucrative Network. The Mad Lucrative Network on YouTube. This is technically day 17. So if you go look, you'll see all of the days before now. So I'm here for 30 days for you. All right, we got a few more seconds left. What up, Anthony? What up? What up? All right. And I'm about to ride. Joel, what up? All right. Hopefully everybody's enjoying this. Oh, I had questions. My bad. That's gonna take way too long for the night. Come back tomorrow. Erica, come back tomorrow, and I will make sure I respond to that. All right. I just finished shooting the podcast right before I got live. Went on live too. We just finished shooting Lucrative Love tonight. All right. All right. Well, I will see y'all tomorrow. All right. Peace, 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 peace.